welcome back to another video. I'm trying to find the best angle on how to film myself here. I just have an update on what's happened in the past week and where I'm pivoting to and what looks like, where I'm gonna go and what direction. But before I do that, I wanted to feed the dogs first and then let you know after what's happening and yeah, all the details. So if you're interested, keep watching. Right guys, let me tell you, the past week was an absolute, or past 2 weeks were an absolute eye-opener in terms of the food trials of what I give my dogs from now on. I mean, it's still ongoing, but I have to say, now, as I couldn't get the rabbit that he needed, I just tried to feed him no rabbit, just other meats that he could tolerate, and I'm mind blown. I'm absolutely mind blown. But this is not the reason for this video. I just wanted to tell you that I'm absolutely mind blown with this food trial, and I will do a separate video on it, but it is a game changer for me and for the dogs. It's absolute crazy. So back to the feeding process. So quickly, this is just an example of what I mix with him at the moment, or actually just today the trial, and I have no idea how it's going to turn out. This is boiled turkey, just turkey mince, and chicken, raw chicken, and that's the forage thingy with beef, chicken and lamb, and a little bit of fish to it. So that's the mixture I'm going to try with him today. And no rabbit inside. Absolutely crazy. Alright guys, this is literally 2 days later. And I couldn't continue doing the video the day I wanted it to. So here we are 2 days later. So now I'm trying to explain, it's just the morning and I just get ready to do things on my laptop, and I'm a bit sleepy still because it has been a hell of a journey last week, hell of a journey, and that's where I'm coming to the point of how I found out about this word, multi-passionate person, and I didn't even realize that there's a name to it because I don't like to be put into boxes, but here we are. There's a word for it. There's probably a word for everything out there. And yeah, so here we are. I'm explaining now on how I found out about all this, and that it actually fits me perfectly, even though I don't want to be put into boxes, but here we go. So I was researching last week about digital products, how I can move on after I've decided to put the web design to the side and find other sources of income, because clearly my goal is still for financial freedom. So I was starting to dig around, watching one YouTube video after the other of how I can keep my multiple income streams going, and I decided, I just looked into digital products. And I was like, okay, I can do that. What about starting my email list? As I've already said in a couple other videos, or 2 videos ago, I'm starting to build my email list now, so I can have people that I can email frequently or not frequently, depending on what I want to say. And yeah, you guys know what it is to build an email list, what it's for. So to build a loyal following and a loyal customer base. So that was my first goal, and I was like, okay, let's build an email list. So I went on MailerLite, created 3 freebies in Canva, and you can find them on my website and in the description. And yeah, I created 3 freebies. So that was the problem. I was like, I have so many interests that I would like to talk about. Interests of all the things that are in your household that are not good for you, and the things you should swap out, and natural things that you should use, and dog supplements, and how to feed your dogs a healthy and good diet, and all the things that are related to living a healthier lifestyle. And also doing interesting websites, like website builders, or doing AI stuff, like what AI apps are out there, what AI websites are out there, and what you can do with all this stuff. And yeah, I'd like to combine all this into my van life, including traveling at some point. It was completely wrecking my brain last week of how am I going to combine all these interests into one channel so I don't get diluted and the algorithm gets confused and doesn't know where to put me into and can't suggest me to people anymore, and that's why I'm not growing. So again, through this I found out, because I needed to do the freebie sections, freebie for dog stuff, freebie for wellness stuff, and freebie for business stuff. And it's like, okay, because I can't combine all these three into one freebie, that doesn't work. It's not possible. I'm like, okay, great, how am I going to do this now? So I digged around on YouTube, coming back into the loop. Sorry if I'm going in circles. And then found out about, oh yeah, it's actually very difficult for multi-passionate people to combine all their interests into one subject. And that's what I tried to do this whole time. It's just, beforehand I was like trying to do the web design and the AI marketing into a Vanlife channel. It's just like, it just bites each other. It just doesn't work. And I'm like, great, now what? So the multi-passionate person is like a lot of videos on YouTube of people explaining on how to embrace your multi-passions or your multiple passions and just be the brand on top of those multiple passions. Just be yourself, and that's what you can reflect with those passions. It's you, and you have those passions, and therefore you can combine that in your channel or in your life or whatever. It just does not work in 9 to 5, clearly, because you have to be specialized in one subject. You can't have multiple interests in one job. There's only one job, one subject, one goal. Yeah. So I was like, okay, there's actually a word for it. So I was so relieved that I finally found the approval of being myself and having multiple passions, multiple interests, and being able to combine these in my channel. And I shouldn't be afraid of it. I shouldn't be worried about it. I should just keep going with what I like and what I want to do and what I want to talk about and everything, instead of just trying to fit in. I have been trying to fit in my whole life, and it never worked out. It just never worked out. I have been going around loads of places with loads of people, met loads of people. Back in the days I had interests in helping out at festivals, meeting as many people as possible, just to have loads of friends and loads of friends online. And yeah, you know what you do, you're connecting through Facebook. Oh, you got Facebook, you want to connect on Facebook and whatnot. I don't know what it is these days, because I'm out of the game since probably 5, 6, 7 years now. I'm not doing that stuff anymore. My interests have completely changed over the years. Before I was like, I want to see as many bands on festivals as possible and volunteer at those festivals to be able to see those bands for free. And now I couldn't care about it anymore. it's just like, yeah, so what, festival's great, yeah. It's not all great in those things, but anyway, that's how interests change, that's how hobbies change. So yeah, I might be even getting older, I don't know, but anyway, back to the multi-passionate person. That's what light bulbed with me last week, of like, when I went on to the research of how can I keep my multiple income streams going. As I just said, I'm repeating myself, and it is out there. There is people out there that have even more interests than I have, and want to keep talking about them, and want to keep doing them. So yeah, this is my permission of keep on doing what I'm doing, and don't make it too hard on myself to try to combine it all in one channel, or to combine it all into one category, because it is what it is what I like to do, is what I love to talk about, and yeah, multi-passionate, that's it. So just go with it, and don't let anyone talk you out of it, because otherwise it's your life. It is your life to decide on what you want to do. That's why I was like, I don't want to cut anything of those things short just because of an algorithm, and I'm just not gonna, because I kept thinking of like, I'm gonna do a second YouTube channel for just the digital stuff, for websites and marketing in general, or how do you say, softwares. Just doing a channel for softwares, and just keep the van channel to itself with all my wellness stuff and my dog stuff, and just doing a separate channel for software. And I would just overwork myself, I really do, and I mean, not gonna happen. So I'm gonna stick with it here, but I'm gonna put my videos into playlists so people can decide of what I wanted to watch, and see how we go from there. So that was my discovery for the multi-passionate person, of what I'm gonna go do from now on. And don't be scared anymore or worried of not fitting in, because I will never fit in. I will never fit. And that's what my realization was for the last few years as well. I will never fit in. If I'm just one person like that, I will never fit in. And that's okay, I don't have to. I can do my own thing and find my own groups through whatever I do. So I'm not pushing anymore. It's like, oh, I want to belong to you, I want to belong to you. It's like, this is my life, this is what I do. If you like it, follow me. If you don't, find somewhere else. So that's my attitude now, but I wasn't like this all my life. Anyway, thanks for watching me rambling on, and I'm gonna finish this video here and keep going with doing more videos, because I got loads of more discoveries. The next video is gonna be about my redesigning of my website and how I'm gonna structure everything now from now on, and what direction I'm choosing now, because I have to keep moving, life is going on. So yeah, keep watching if you're interested. Thanks, until later, bye bye.